Welcome back. This time we're on lesson number 21. We're really moving right along, aren't we? I like this lesson a lot. It's called Some Touching Thoughts. Touching. What does touching mean to you? I'm touching something right now. See this stone? Years ago, my husband and I were in Greece, and they were selling something I had never heard of before. They were stones that you could worry with them. They were called worry stones, and you would rub them and feel better, and just the very fact that you were touching these stones felt good. So I have one right now. It says Namaste on it. Namaste to you. What does touching mean to you? To me, it means a variety of things. It means that we touch one another in interesting ways, that we actually physically touch one another, that we extend ourselves in ways to be together. Now, touching is one of the five senses, and this is one of the five senses that we have been studying. We have been studying sight and sound, and now touch. Do you notice what you're wearing on your body and if it's comforting to your skin and feels good on you? You know, the skin is the largest sensory organ in the whole body. So it means something. We notice when it's warm outside. We notice how good it feels to have the sun shining on us on a cool day. But we also notice how we touch one another. You know, there has been a study of children in orphanages, and if they were not touched, they often withered. Touch is that important, to be touched. So when people say, I'm going to give you a hug, even if it's a virtual hug, that's a nice thing. So let me tell you a little bit about this. When we start dealing with the sense of touch, we are actually dealing with various ways that we respond and touch one another. You notice how people shake hands? Is that by accident? Maybe it's you're shaking hands because in the old days you wanted to make sure that that hand didn't have a gun or a knife in it. I'm laughing, but actually that's part of the reason people shake hands. But we hug each other. Maybe we kiss each other on the cheek. These are important things. But even beyond that, you know, sometimes people need to be touched in ways that are different. They need to be touched by one another. What a touching thought that was. Or if you watched a movie called, or a program called Touched by an Angel, we find ways that we can touch one another. And so even if you're far away from someone, you can touch them. You can call them on the phone. You can send them a card. You can send them an email. You can send them a photograph of you together in earlier times. And oftentimes, I think, touching is so important because it means that we are relating to one another. But we also touch ourselves in ways that are important. Sometimes I will do a facial massage. Sometime maybe I will show that to you. And we go to have massages so that we feel that we have had energy moved and that we are touched. So I hope that you will find some way this week, and here are some suggestions that you might follow. Do think about the clothing you wear and how it feels. I remember when I was in high school, a lot of kids were wearing wool sweaters. I itched all the time. I don't know why I wore them. I guess I just wanted to be accepted. Think about people you can relate to and ways that you can be touching with them and to them. Touching in a meaningful way is an important thing, even with your pets. In fact, that's a really healthy thing to do. So find a way to touch someone today. And remember that you will be doing something kind and generous at the same time. Namaste. Now I'm going to return to my touchstone. Thank you.